Will I ever close a wholesale real estate transaction? Yes or no? Stay tuned. By the end of this video, we will find out. I see you guys on the other side. All right, welcome back to my channel. I am John, and I finally did it. I got a wholesale deal to the closing table. So if you haven't already, go back and look at these two videos. My wholesale failed attempts, property 1 and property 2. This third video of the series is a success. It got closed. Very small margin, but it got closed. I was able to provide a solution to the seller, and yeah, she is moving toward retirement. So let me tell you real quick how it all went. So this lead came from, I have a decal on my car, and she actually flagged me down. I had my wife and my children with me, and this van was following me even when I made my turn, and yeah, and she was flagging me down, and then she was letting me know that, do you have a card or what's that with the sign on your window, and we sat and we talked for a while, and she let me know where some of her properties were, and then some days went by, and we ended up connecting up over the phone, and we talked more about the property and her goals and what it is that she's trying to have done. I was asking questions to sort of gauge her motivation, and to get as much details as I can about the property. It was actually a rental, a Section 8 rental. The tenants actually kept it up very well. But yeah, she was just done. As I mentioned, she was looking to liquidate her properties and move on to really enjoy her retirement years. So we set up an appointment, went out to view the property. She showed me everything. As I mentioned, the tenants kept the property up very, very well. This property was it was out in North St. Louis County. So that's a big rental market here in St. Louis, Missouri. And I believe she was getting around $750 a month for the property. So we end up sitting down, talking. I was letting her know that I'm prepared to make an offer here on the spot. And all we would need is just something in writing that we can send over to the title company. And we did it right there on the spot. I think we locked it up for around $23,000. So this one is a little different because I was in contact with my buyer before I had this deal locked up. So I was really gauging and probing to see, hey, what exactly is it that you want? Where do I need to be in order to lock this up for you to add to your portfolio? And my buyer was able to give me their parameters and let me know, hey, if you can get it around here, final inspection, I have to come out and see it once you have it locked up. But for the most part, we should be able to move on it. So I was able to make her an offer at 23. She wanted to sell it for around 27 is where her number was, which was a little too high for us. So I let her know I needed to be around 20 or 21. So, how close could she come to that? She actually said 23, and it worked out, and got it contracted. I let my buyer know, hey, this is what I got. We'd love for you to come out and see it, see if it works for you. I got pictures and video of it as well, but the buyer still wanted to see it in person. So after reviewing the numbers, because she had another property that I had to go and look at as well. But my buyer, after reviewing the numbers and the pictures, they let me know, hey, we need you to be at 22. We're over our all-in for this particular area where we invest. So that put me in a tough spot. Like for my third one, that because I've always heard about people going back and renegotiating with the seller, and I'm like, man, I couldn't imagine that. Like, you're gonna piss off the seller if you do stuff like that. But in order to get this thing closed and get it sold, and because she even mentioned that she had someone else that wanted to come and look at it, and she didn't want to sign anything yet, but long story short, she said, let's just do it. She's sick of having to show she's sick of having to show the property. So I went back to her. I let her know that everything is looking good. We can move forward to closing. However, after letting my partner see the pictures and running the numbers, we are off just a hair. We just need to come down to 22, and I can finish sending off everything to the title company. She looked me in my eyes. She said, "You want me to come down another 1,000?" I was like, "Yeah, yep. You do that, we're all set. That's the last that you ever hear from me on price." And she did. So we revised the price, and we got that over to the title company. End up setting up a final walkthrough with my buyer and the contractor to come through. They saw it. It worked for them. They saw some of the minor deferred maintenance or whatnot, but it was nothing that they aren't used to seeing. And yeah, so the process went. I went and I viewed the property. I contracted the property. I stayed in touch with my buyer. It was a very slim margin. As I mentioned, this was only $1,000. So did an assignment with my buyer for $1,000, and we sent that off to our title company. And the title company, they work their magic. They look and they make sure that there are no liens or judgments or any encumbrances with the title, and everything came back good. We set up a closing date. And again, this was another one where I was just assigning away my interest, so I didn't have to be present. I'm not even sure if the buyer had to come, but the seller went and signed her paperwork. The buyer did what she had to do. And then the title company, they just called me and let me know, "Hey, your check's ready." For this first one, I know I'm weird. For the first one, I actually wanted to go and pick up the check as opposed to a bank wire. So whether this would have been 1,000, 10,000, or 50,000, it all feels the same. It sort of creates that moment like, hey, all right, it's real. Assignments work. Everyone wasn't lying about assigning away their interest for a fee. So yeah, that's how it went down. My goal is to do more, call more people, set more appointments, make more offers, and really, especially during this COVID time, really work closely with my buyers to know exactly what it is that they're looking for. That way I can have more confidence when I'm going into these appointments. I'm making offers knowing that I have someone on the back end that's ready to close on it, because that's another thing that didn't sit well with me, is I don't want to tie up a property if I can't get it moved or whatnot. So I always want to be in a position to where I can get this property closed several different ways, even if I'm not going to be the one to actually buy the property. So looks like number 3 worked. Again, it was just $1,000, but I don't care. It was only like 2 hours of work. We talked on the phone, and I went out to the property 2 times, and yeah, it was no more than 2 hours of work. So that's $500 an hour. I take that every day. But I'm hoping that as I do more, my fees will continue to increase and increase and increase as my negotiation skills get better, and I'm able to buy properties even deeper. So yeah, let me know, what was your first assignment fee? If you're also wholesaling, have anyone? What I want to know is, have anyone ever made anything less than what I made, or else am I holding the crown for haven't really been able to carve out a small slither for that assignment fee of $1,000. So if anyone has to be beat, let me know. Also, if you can, let me know in the comments how much was your first assignment fee. So if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 500 subscribers on my YouTube page. So please subscribe. I promise to drop content like this once a week, and at least for now, until I can ramp it up even more. But hopefully I'll have more deals that I can share with you guys. And I wish you the best with your investing. If you're sort of right now in the failed attempts like I did previously, and which I'm sure I'll have some more here in the future, it's all good. Keep going. I'm going to keep going to try to keep getting larger spreads. And yeah, man, if you got some advice for me, drop it down in the comments. Anything that I can help with, I'll drop it as well. But in the meantime, I'll just keep documenting my journey, and like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.